Few people know about the great Potoo, the largest of the Potoo. Owner of an ominous vocalization that must have scared many people throughout Brazil. When I first encountered a greater Potoo in its natural habitat, I must admit that I was genuinely impressed by its extraordinary size. The popular name really does make a lot of sense. The great Potoo, an adult bird, is a significantly large species that can reach a length of about 45 to 60 centimeters and weigh over 600 grams. To put it into perspective, it shares a similar size and weight with the spectacled owl, a sizable Brazilian owl. In fact, the great Potoo is larger compared to most owls. Although it might not appear big in photographs, in reality, it is a truly impressive creature. Even the wingspan of the Potoo is quite remarkable, usually ranging between 70 to 80 centimeters, with some individuals even boasting a span of up to 1 meter. With the scientific name Nyctibiidae grandis, the great Potoo, which is also called grand Potoo or ghost bird, is the most different of the 5 species of Potoo found in Brazil, birds from the Nyctibiidae family. As well as being the biggest, it's the only one with a completely dark iris, dark eyes, much wider plumage, and the only one that sings in this way. This sound is simply sensational, one of the most intriguing and perhaps frightening nocturnal sounds in Brazilian forests. It often sings during the breeding season, which runs from July to December, and according to a study carried out in the Mato Grosso Pantanal in Brazil, the great Potoo sings more often on clear nights, those with high nocturnal luminosity. It even likes to let its voice out more at dawn, between 1 and 5 o'clock in the morning. Like other Potoos, this species of bird is completely nocturnal. During the day it sleeps in an upright posture, perched in tall trees in the forest. During the day, like the other Potoo, it easily goes unnoticed by other animals, as its posture and plumage camouflage it. Its camouflage makes it look like an extension of a branch. Trunks with colors and textures similar to their plumage are preferred locations. One interesting aspect is how Potoo enhances its disguise when it senses danger during the daytime. Whether it's a loud noise or the presence of a threatening animal, Potoo adjusts its appearance to resemble a twig even more convincingly. It subtly stretches its neck, completely shuts its eyes, and compresses its body feathers, successfully blending in with its surroundings. But you might wonder, how does it perceive danger while sleeping? Well, for starters, Potoo is a light sleeper, easily awakened by any noise. Additionally, it possesses a unique ability to see its surroundings without opening its eyes. This is made possible by 2 small slits in its eyelids, which are known as magic eyes in the field of ornithology. Through these slits, Potoo can keenly observe its environment without lifting its eyelids. This remarkable trait is present in all birds belonging to the Nyctibiidae family, showing an incredible adaptation that helps them effectively maintain their camouflage when facing threats. As soon as night falls, the great Potoo abandons its camouflage and flies through the forest in search of food. It mainly eats large insects such as beetles, grasshoppers, and moths, but it can also eat small bats. To hunt, it uses the sit and wait strategy. Perched on a high perch, it waits for its prey to pass by, using the sit and wait strategy. And then, upon spotting its prey, it quickly takes flight to capture it in the air using its huge mouth and returns to the same perch to eat its prey. In addition to this sound, the great Potoo also often emits this vocalization. Intriguing, isn't it? It's a call, a sound of communication between birds, which is made mainly between the pair. Because it resembles a human voice, these great Potoo vocalizations have given rise to various legends and popular beliefs. It is very likely that the night roar that some people associate with a folkloric character known as the caboclo d'água is from this species. However, there is no reason to worry for those who recognize the source of the sound, as there is absolutely no cause for fear. In simple terms, it is just a nocturnal bird behaving as birds typically do. It vocalizes to establish its territory, attract a mate, or communicate with other birds. For those who are curious about the presence of great Potoos in their city, it's important to note that this species has a wide distribution in Brazil. It can be found throughout the northern, midwestern, and southern regions, spanning from the southern part of Bahia to Rio de Janeiro. However, unlike the common Potoo, which is more adaptable and can be seen in urban areas, the great Potoo has more specific habitat requirements and is mainly found in forests and their edges. It is worth mentioning that, to the best of our knowledge, this bird is not migratory. I remember that at the Canguçu Research Center in the southwest of Tocantins in Brazil, where we recorded the first episode of the Brasil das Aves series, there is a family of giant Potoos that live in the trees around the facility. Almost everyone who visits the site can spot them. Although they are always camouflaged during the day, they are always in the same trees. What is intriguing is that when strolling in the woods at night and shining a light on certain Potoos, their eyes emit a glow caused by the light's reflection. This makes it simple to locate them amidst the forest. Unlike their Porac relatives, Potoos exclusively perch on elevated surfaces rather than landing on the ground. When it comes to reproduction, the great Potoo, along with other Potoos, has a unique nesting strategy. Instead of building a nest, this bird species lays a single egg directly in a crevice or depression on a high branch of a tree. The responsibility of both the male and female is to take turns incubating and caring for the chick. As soon as the chick emerges from its egg, it cleverly hides within the adult bird's plumage and quickly learns to blend in with its surroundings using its famous camouflage abilities. During the night, the parents diligently travel between the nest site and other locations to forage for food for the young one. They nourish the chick by regurgitating the insects they have caught. The growth of the great Potoo chick is relatively slow, as it typically departs the nest after reaching the age of 50 to 60 days. As the great Potoo is a bird that relies heavily on camouflage, when perched on lower ground, it won't fly away during a human approach. But I'd like to say that if you come across a great Potoo in the wild, or any other Potoo for that matter, there's no point in touching it, okay? That's a frightening and very stressful attitude for them. It's better to leave them alone and contemplate them from a distance. The great Potoo is a sensational animal, isn't it? As I said at the beginning, it is one of the 5 species of Potoos found in Brazil. In addition, there is of course the Nyctibiidae griseus bird, commonly referred to as the common Potoo, is well known and frequently seen and heard by people, even in urban areas. In addition to this, there is the rare rufous Potoo, which can be found in the Amazon rainforest. The white-winged Potoo, which inhabits the Amazon and part of the Atlantic rainforest, and the long-tailed Potoo, also from the Atlantic forest and the Amazon. Tell me, did you like this video? Didn't you know about great Potoo? Were you surprised? Or do you want to know more about other nocturnal bird species in Brazil? Leave your suggestions here in the comments. Look, I'd like to say a big hug and congratulations to Alex Daniel, who recently turned 10 years old and received a birthday from his family with, guess what? The theme of the channel, Planeta Aves. Man, that's cool, huh? I was thrilled, immensely happy to see the success of the channel, not only among adults, but also among children. That's sensational, you know? So that's it, folks. Thanks for always listening and see you in the next video.